Well, first of all, I'm really grateful for for a well played game by my team tonight. I thought we 3 games in 5 days on this road trip. I didn't know what kind of legs we would have, but I thought that first quarter just really set a great tone for a well played, hard fought game, and just really proud of this group. Not easy to come in here in Gampel and play a great team, but I think we kind of took control early and then maintained it. So good defensive energy. And our offensive execution outside of that, maybe fourth quarter was pretty good as well. So good win. We feel real good about it, and we get to go home. So it's a long trip home, but we're grateful to be back. Well, I think, they're still a relatively young team, and they're still searching for an identity, I think. And we had the more experienced veteran basketball team, and I think it showed at times tonight, and certainly early. I can't, underplay the value of a couple players that don't always get a ton of our headlines, and that's Aaron Boley. I thought came in and gave us a great lift early and made some baskets. And then Mignon Moore, I thought was really good all game long. But we roll as 2/3 and a third of the big three go, and they all played great games. I mean, Satu had a double-double and some big shots late when we kind of struggled. She had to create some things. Ruthy, I thought, was really good tonight in the paint, and I think we outscored them by 30 in the paint. That's getting it done. And then Sabrina, had a typical Sabrina game. I don't think she's going to say it was her best game by any stretch, but it's nice to know she wasn't particularly at her best, and we still came away with a win.
Kelly, you've had a number of signature wins with this program, whether it's getting to the Final Four, whether it's winning both sides of the Civil War the way you did. Where does this one rank, and where do you see Oregon at this point relative to Connecticut? I know a program you've tried to learn a lot from and incorporate into what you do.
Yeah, well, this was one game that we won tonight. I'm not going to go ahead and say it in the bigger picture what it means. It was an important win. It's an important win for the Pac-12. It's an important win for our program. We're still the up-and-comer. I see all the banners up there. I counted 11. So we don't have any. And they're still the standard by which everybody's judged, and they should be. The way they just obviously run a classy and a great program. So, yeah, this is a big win. We're going to enjoy it, but we've got a short week, and we've got number 12 Arizona on Friday night, and then number whatever Arizona State is ranked on Sunday. It doesn't stop for us, and then UCLA next week, and they're in the top 10. So we'll take it. It was great, but we've still got so much more to get accomplished.
Coach, what was your approach to guarding Megan Walker, and how do you think you guys were able to limit her?
I thought we did a great job. We tried to mix up our defenses tonight and keep them off balance. They are such a good rhythm team, and when they're in rhythm, they're really hard to guard. Now, if you would have told me we would have given them 10 threes tonight and still won by the score we did, I would have said you're crazy. But I thought we did a good job around the basket. They didn't get a lot of easies. Megan didn't, never really got off, didn't look as comfortable as she can be. So I credit, again, some others that don't make the headlines. I thought Taylor Chavez came in and did a great job defensively. And so, yeah, it was nothing, we just played to her, to the scout that we normally would. We didn't try to do anything special.
When you played that game in Bridgeport, these guys were all freshmen and they sat up there with you. Did you have a feeling then that, I know you talked about them then, that they were going to have such a great story to tell over their 4 years? Has it been a remarkable 4 years?
And they're realizing that right now, yeah. We weren't ready to beat these guys in that kind of setting. What was that, 3 years ago? Your freshman year? We weren't ready for that. And they showed that. And we just have matured. We've been through the rigors of a tough conference year in and year out, and we keep taking another step further, and we hope that continues this year.
We talked about how much Ruthy's game has stepped up this year, how Ruthy stepped up this year and played even more consistent than she had before, which is saying something. But
You-
tonight, I mean, 22 and 12 here.
Phenomenal. And I thought our pick and roll and her at the basket in that key stretch where we started to really separate from them was huge in that second quarter. You know, as good as all these other players are, the thing that makes all this pick and roll action work is this one. We call her our hammer, and you know, you can't take her one-on-one. She's a great screener, understands angles, rolling to the basket, and she's the one that really puts it together, makes it work.
How does that feel where this will go down as one of the best performances you've ever had?
It's always nice, to have a good performance, and I gotta credit my teammates for giving me the ball, trusting me with the ball, and coach setting me up to get the ball.
I didn't set you up. They set you up.
He ran plays for me.
Anything else?
Can you talk about it, 44 to 14 in the paint? What were you guys doing? Obviously, because it was working great. What were you doing on defense as well to limit them in the paint? And how did you dominate so much?
The guards getting the paint, us giving the ball to the post players really helped us dominate, and our defense was okay in the paint today, and I think we just knew the scout, knew that we need to push them off, Olivia especially.
What's it mean to come into this basketball history and get the win?
It means everything. We're really happy for the win. We know we have a long way to go still, but we're really happy for this one. We're going to celebrate.
I mean, to piggyback off of what Ruthy and Kelly said, I mean, it's huge just being able to walk into this arena, and we all were starstruck. I mean, just looking at the walls and looking at the banners and the trophies. And so it's awesome, and obviously it's where we're trying to get our program and continuing to try and model after them. So it's huge for us to be able to come here and do what we did. But obviously there's still a lot of room for improvement. I'm good. Pretty normally. I mean, just trying to really focus on the game. Obviously, it's helped me being able to have games to look forward to and not really focus too much on last Sunday.
Sabrina, you made a point of talking about how many parts of this team are contributing, how good this team is. Kelly talked about that in your back here, and a game like tonight, does that really show that just every single aspect of the game, different people were able to contribute?
100%. And I know that we believe in each other and we give each other the praise that we need, but it's not always like that. You know, when we play big games and me, Ruthy, or Satu kind of have the headlines to everything. But tonight that went into full effect. I mean, Taylor coming off the bench and playing huge minutes for us, and then Erin starting off the game as hot as she did helped us, and then obviously not playing as much in the second half, but none of that really matters. I mean, we're all trying to work together to win. And so I think it goes to show, I mean, Mignon had a huge game for us on the offensive and defensive end, and Satu just does what Satu always does. And obviously Ruthy had one of the best performances that I've ever seen, and we're just trying to do our best to continue to get better and work through everything.
Sabrina, where do you see you guys right now? You're halfway through the Pac-12 almost. You obviously have a lot of games left in the conference. Where do you see this team is right now to where you want to be for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I think we're ascending, especially after that loss to Arizona State in Arizona. I think we're continuing to grow and learn from that, and you know, sky's the limit for us. So we're taking it one game at a time and trying to continue to get better. And you know, we're setting standards for ourselves and standards of excellence. And so we're taking every practice and every game as if it's our last. And so I think that's helping us. And obviously, you know, tonight wasn't necessarily our best performance, but we're going to learn from it and take that into this weekend.
Entering the game, how concerned were you guys with the energy level with 3 and 5? Or was the excitement just playing overwhelming?
Yeah, I mean, you know, running out and seeing all those people in the crowd, it's awesome. We haven't played a lot of away games where the crowds are like this, and so this was one game that, you know, we're not at home and we don't have that home crowd advantage because we know what it's like to be playing at home. But at the end of the day, it's just basketball, and so we just had to focus and figure out what we had to do in order to take them out of their game, and we did that.
It also helped that we weren't playing at a mile high. We were a little more, you know, sea level, I think, up here, right? Yeah, we've been playing at really high altitudes this week.
Kevin, you guys have obviously, UConn's not shy about playing people here. It's the worst home loss in Gampel and the worst loss they've had in the 15 years. Doesn't mean anything, just the fact you guys came in here and sort of dismantled them and made it look somewhat easy. I'm sure it wasn't.
Well, it means a lot. Yeah, I mean, this is hallowed ground, kind of, so to speak. You know, they've been so good for so long. So yeah, it means a great deal. But we made it known right from the start. The 2 games that we played in the mountains were the 2 that we really needed to get to the, what we want to achieve, and that's winning a Pac-12 championship and putting ourselves into a position for a good regional. This was icing on the cake, and a pretty sweet cake, I'll tell you that, and pretty nice icing. This is one personally I'll remember for a long time. I mean, who doesn't look up to Gino? I mean, he's an icon and a great coach. I think he's the best coach in our business, and so personally that's gratifying. I know for the team, they really earned this and they wanted it, and these are tough circumstances. I don't think people realize, this was a tough road trip, and we were able to cap it off with a big win. So honestly, I'm not going to think big picture right now. Maybe after. We're in the grind. We got to get home safely and get some rest and probably a test or 2 with these 2 and get ready for Friday. God, I wish I could enjoy it.
I wish you could do this more often. I know the Pac-12 travel partners kind of makes it difficult, but
Yeah,
somehow try to work with us.
absolutely.
I don't know what's going to happen in 2 years when UConn goes out there. But
Yeah, I don't know when that game will be. This sounded like a great idea last June when we talked about it. And then even in September, it was awesome. And then a couple weeks ago, I go, what the hell are we doing? It's right in the middle of the toughest. We have 5 Pac-12 teams in the top 12. That's crazy. And we got to play about 4 of them in the next 3 weeks. So it wasn't ideal, but it'll make it a lot sweeter flying home tonight.
when you think about it, going, say, what it was Saturday, Monday, that's what you do in the tournament. Does that help you?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's great. I'm glad we did it. I'm glad. And I would have said that win or lose. I'm really glad we did it. Right now, we're one of the better teams, if not the best teams out in the West. UConn is UConn. I think it's good that we're playing this kind of a series. I think it's great, and I hope we continue to do it.